Hey guys, yeah, welcome back to another video. This is for the Renauit Megane RS250 front wheel drive tune, as from below right now. I've decided to do this with a web camera for a change because I got myself a new web camera and it looks a lot better now with web camera. Because one what I had were a little bit old and a little bit warped, and it weren't good at all. But got my other web camera back, so I'm using that now. I've had this one for a while actually, but it ended up breaking on autofocus. So I keep putting the supercharger on, and every time I back out, it doesn't fit it. So it shows that that's what's fitted, but every time I go to install it and back out, it doesn't seem to want to install the supercharger. I don't know why. I don't know if the game's glitching out from it, but do put the supercharger on. The game's glitching out on mine. It's not letting me put it on for some reason. I don't know why, but you do want the supercharger on. Now we're going to jump to performance parts. Other thing as well, sorry, I ain't really been uploading any Forza recently. I'm not too interested in Forza at the minute. I've kind of gone off it quite a lot, so that's why I haven't really been seeing a lot of Forza content. But if you guys still want tuning setups and stuff like that, I will do and feel like what this guy has asked for below. And if, like I said, if you're wondering why the camera's offset like it is there, it's because I've started playing PC games a lot and recording on PC. So I've got my camera set up on top of my PC, and my TV for my Xbox is like to the side here. So it's a lot of faffing about having to change it from there to there with all wires, what's in it, so I've just left it where it is. You can see me still. I'm hoping everything's in sync, the voice and the camera and the videos all in sync, because I've gone to using XSplit again, because reason why I stopped using XSplit is because the sound stopped working on it, and it didn't have no in-game sound. Don't know what it is, but I've got it again free through Freedom, my partner, and I seem to fixed it, and everything seems to work fine on it now. And the voice of the game, the sound of the game's in, and all stuff like that. But the only difference is, well, I know it's got an offset on video and stuff like that for Xbox, but with XSplit and OBS it's different. XSplit, the sound or the game, basically what it is, it's like you've got to take your Xbox to your PC, and it does it through a USB for your capture device, and each device does it on your computer does it at different times, because the offset what I use for my OBS, what I've been using, is 750 milliseconds. Yes, I said milliseconds. Whatever size you want, whatever size you want. And on XSplit it's around 900 milliseconds. Body kit, you don't really want the Forza on it or out like that, so I wouldn't bother putting stuff like that on it. But we're going to jump back to the tuning setup. Now the tuning setup on these are virtually, on front wheel drive it's near enough the same on every car, but after I've shown this tuning setup, I'm just going to show you a different quick tip of front wheel drive. I should have showed this at the beginning of the video, but I'm just going to flick through this, then I'll show you what I mean, how to pick a good front wheel drive car if that is what you guys are wanting to do, front wheel drive drifting. So I will show you a little tip on it and stuff like that. This only really counts in front wheel drive. What I'm about to show you, it doesn't really matter in any other drivetrain. It's only really front wheel drive what it matters in. Sorry, I seem to be flicking through these a little bit quick. I might have to pause it. I do apologise if I am flicking through a little bit quick, like. But on your brakes, I do normally say if you drift ABS on, use this. If you ABS off, use that. But in all honesty, you cannot drift front wheel drive with ABS on. You just cannot do it. So I seriously recommend turning ABS off for front wheel drive anyway, and using that braking setup. It's up to you if you want to go different. It's entirely up to you. But I'm just showing you tune car. Going to differential. I forgot to show you differential. It's up to you guys if you want to use the braking setup, but personally in this, I do seriously recommend using ABS off with that setup. But what I'm going to show you now is, if you look at this, I don't know if you can't really see it here, above this displacement it's got the percentage on front. Now on these it's like you see 66%. 66% of the weight is to the front of the car, and in a front wheel drive car you want all the weight to be up front. So the higher that percentage is, the better that car will be at front wheel drive. So as you can see, it's here at 66%, so it means it's really good car. That's 50%. So if we could get that front wheel drive, it'd be a rubbish car. Same with Audi RS3, it's 56%. That'd be the same. It wouldn't be that good. Same with that. Whereas like if we go to the Toyota Sleeker, what I did last time, when I can find it in all my cars, is that it? So with that's 67%. That's to front, so that makes that car a really good car. Personally, I prefer the Toyota Sleeker to the Renauit Megane, but the tunes will be in the description below if you guys want to go and try them out, or if you haven't seen that one before. So now we're going to go on test drive. We're going to jump on Indy. I'm going to start doing them all on Indy now. So we're going to jump on Indy and get a lap or two going. Might get 2 laps in, might only do 1 lap. But for me, it's I don't know if it's going to do it with you guys, but it's glitching out on the supercharger for me. So, and every time I click to put it on, and it doesn't want to put it on. I've tried it with the turbo, I've tried it with everything, and as soon as I back out and go back into it, it's back on stock. So I don't know if it's just me it's glitching out on. It might be the car itself, but you guys are going to have to let me know on that front, see if it's glitching out for you. But because it's glitching out and it's not putting the supercharger on or putting any aspiration on, it's a little bit down on power on my end, so it's not acting how it should do. I'm coughing a little bit there. So I do apologize. I'm going in. I haven't done drifting in over like a week and a half. And the other thing is, and all, I don't know if you can hear that, my A button on my controller, I don't know if you can see it, you press it and it stays down and it doesn't always pop back up, and it's annoying when you're drifting. And that's probably the other reason why I haven't really been on Xbox, to be honest with you, because I can't really afford another Xbox controller, because it's doing it all the time. It's like you press it and it'll stay pressed. Sometimes it pops up straight away, and other times it doesn't, it just stays pressed in. So it's really annoying because it just keeps your handbrake on when you don't want it on. Well, that's probably the other reason why I haven't really been playing Xbox, and it's one of the reasons why tuning this car has been a real bitch to try and do, and it's been a real bitch to try and drift right now because of the A. Because like at the minute I am not pressing it at all. I've actually let go, but because of the button sticking, it's actually keeping on, and it's doing it quite a lot all the time. So I might have to get another Xbox One controller. But what I'm planning on doing is, because I watched the E3 conference and they're bringing out a new Xbox One controller with fast triggers and all stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip my controller, because it's at every game stuff. I don't know if you got it or in America don't like that, but in the UK you can take your controllers in and trade them in and get some money off of them and in-store credit. You get quite a bit for them, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is clean it all down with some rubbing alcohol or something, try not to get it to stick for like a day or something. Take it in, trade it in, get like £20 back for it, £30 back for a controller, then go to another game shop in our area and just buy another controller with that money. So instead of forking out like £45 for a new controller, I'll only fork out like £15 to £20 because I'll get money. So even now I'm not pressing my handbrake and it's just applying it, and it's making it really hard to get a lap in, but we're going to try and get a lap in if we can. But that's the advantage of front wheel drive. You don't really need your handbrake on. You do and you don't, if you know what I mean, but you don't really need it on. So you can sort of get away with your handbrake sticking on in front wheel drive. You just got to try and, instead of letting off your power and being on and off your power all the time, you just got to try and like keep your power on constantly, so it doesn't slow you down too much. Like now it's sticking on again, and I'm trying to do all this corner with my handbrake stuck on, and I don't want it stuck on. So it is really annoying. His control, you could probably hear it clicking up every now and again, randomly. That's probably another reason why I haven't really been playing Xbox, to be honest with you. It's really getting annoying. But you've asked for a tuning setup, and I'm doing your tuning setup even with a broken controller. So do forgive me if I ain't got from that much of good points or that much of a good lap. It's really is hard trying to do it with a busted controller, but things you gotta do. But yeah, let me know what you guys think to this tuning setup. I will also put this up on my storefront if you guys can't be bothered doing any of this, so it will be up on my storefront as well. Yeah, let me know what you think to the tuning setup below, if you think it's decent or not, if you think it's good or you think it's a bad car, if you prefer the Toyota Sleeker to this. Because for me, the best front wheel drive car there is a Toyota Sleeker. I really do love that Toyota Sleeker. So coughing my guts up here. So if you do prefer that, then I'm not going to feel ashamed by it, because the Toyota Sleeker is the best front wheel drive drift car in my opinion. I fucked that up. I'm going to end it here because I'm dying. So yeah guys, thank you for watching, and let me know if you like this tuning setup or not. So guys, thank you for watching, and peace.